afternoon. This is Sunshine Reports. My name is Remy Allen. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa says his administration is committed to expanding the existing bilateral relationship between the state and Linyi City in the People's Republic of China to further boost the economy of the state. Governor Aiyedatiwa, who commended the visitors from China for their efforts to promote the economic growth of the state, said Nigeria and China have so much to benefit from one another, especially with the abundant natural and human resources in the Sunshine State. The governor, who noted the agrarian nature of the state, called on Chinese to take full advantage of the resources. Aiyedatiwa reassured of his commitment to sustain cordial relationship with the Linyi City for overall growth and development of the state.
To enhance or expand it, if you like, the operation or economic relationship between Ondo State and Linyi Municipal Government of People's Republic of China. We had an existing relationship as far back as 2018 when the late governor visited China and went to Linyi Municipal and attended a trade conference and a trade fair in that particular country at the time, and that culminated into establishment of Linyi Industrial Hub in Ondo State at Osrc. And since then, the relationship has been growing. They paid us a visit today to further enhance the relationship in other areas. And as mentioned by the Consular General, that they're trying to expand any initiative in the area of agriculture, education, trading, talent development, and industrialization. And these are the things we need in our state to further grow the economy of Ondo State. So that is why they were here, and we had that discussion, and we're going to build on that relationship. Definitely, it will bring further development of those states and also the People's Republic of China, more particularly the Linyi Municipal Government.
The management of Osrc TV, Orange FM, and Sunshine 96.5 FM Alalaye called on media practitioners to ensure source confirmation when discharging their duties. The chairman, Mr. Kunle Adebayo, was reacting to the dissemination of unconfirmed news report about the rumors that veteran actor Olu Jacobs had passed away. Various organizations, including conventional, online, and social media, were awash on Sunday, reporting the unconfirmed news, which was later refuted by the wife, Joke Silva. Adebayo commended newsroom staff of the stations for display of professionalism by applying the golden law of staying away from a story when in doubt or not confirmed. He therefore congratulated the staff of Orange FM, Alalaye, and Osrc TV for ensuring that they didn't join the bandwagon of fake news. The chairman charged the staff to continue to demonstrate the highest level of professionalism, which he said would go a long way in reducing the trend of fake news and discourage rumor mongering in the society. Common entrance examinations for 2024-2025 academic session has been conducted across the 18 local government areas of Ondo State. Over 71,000 pupils participated in this year's exercise. Osrc reporter Omoniola Ugbeji, who monitored the examination in the state capital, reports that the exercise was hitch-free. Her report.
According to record from Ondo State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, 71,546 number of pupils registered for this year's Common Entrance Examination compared to that of last year with the total number of 69,000. Osrc visited some centers in Akure South local government area to monitor the exercise.
Start! Don't write anything on your OMR, your names are already been written there.
We're able to control the students and they obey the rules and regulations of the exam. So we don't have any problem of any kind at all.
Some of the pupils who spoke with Osrc crew at the completion of one of the papers expressed their hope of coming out in flying colors.
It was fine. I am familiar with a bit of the questions. It's not too high for my level. It's something that I can attempt.
The exam is very simple. I enjoyed the exam. The paper was good. It was simple. It was not hard. And I knew most of the questions there.
Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Laolu Akindolure, who monitored the exercise in Akure South and Akure North local government areas of the state, alongside other officials in the ministry, commended proper conduct of the exercise.
So far, the conduct has been satisfactory. The exam is going on as envisaged. There are no issues whatsoever.
He assured the candidates of the state's readiness to admit all those who meet requirements, while government will also put in place all structures for qualitative education in the schools.
There is an increase of enrollment. There's a of 3.69% above over the last year's figure of students. We have the capacity aside, and I don't know, we are all aware government is recruiting additional 1,000 teachers. So where are the shortages, will be able to meet the shortages of teachers.
The exercise was conducted in 278 centers across the state. Omoriola Humbeji, Osrc News.
Over now to some political related stories. The governorship candidate of NNPP in Ondo State, Mr. Gbenga Edema, has promised to grant local government autonomy if elected governor come November 16. Edema spoke in Akure said local government autonomy is a way to address the issue of poverty at the grassroots level. He also said he has a 7-point agenda that would turn around the economy of the state.
That part of my manifesto, because we have reduced our manifesto to a 7-point agenda, but I will elucidate on a few of them. One, we are going to give the local governments autonomy. The autonomy that is permitted under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria shall be given to the local government. For example, it is still the same constitution that Governor Agagu operated upon, and he gave the local government autonomy to the extent that the late chairman of Akure South local government could build a motor park near that flagship. And I know of other local government chairmen who did wonderfully well during the period because they were given the opportunity to spend the local government money. Market was not taken away from them. Tenement rate was not taken from them. Motor park were not taken. Parks were not taken away from them. We are going to restore those glorious days of the local government because that's the first leg to fighting poverty in our land. Then we're talking about industrialization and entrepreneurship. For instance, when I was the chairman of Sopadec, apart from creating the Coastview Global Resources Limited, a company that was into real estate and and also a conglomerate, we also founded the Memphis Microfinance Bank. And what was the essence? To make credit available to our people so that they can have money to trade. Let money revolve around them. So by the time we begin to do this, in 6 months of our going to office by the grace of God, we'll have driven away poverty from the land.
Meanwhile, hundreds of All Progressives Congress APC members in our council area have pledged their support for Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa to win the governorship election in November. At the APC inaugural meeting held in Owo, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Olaide Adelami, said his principal, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, is passionate about the development of Ondo State. Government House correspondent Zimo Ebeme has details, has presented from our studio.
The All Progressives Congress inaugural meeting brought together members from the 11 wards in our council area to confer support for the candidate of the party, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, in the forthcoming gubernatorial election in November. The Deputy Governor, Dr. Olayide Adelami, said Aiyedatiwa is the best man for the job, considering his achievements so far since he assumed office.
We don't promise what we cannot do. So we are needing supporting him. The party we say is 70,000, minimum of 70,000.
Dr. Adelami emphasized that the present administration would continue to prioritize youth development and other people-friendly projects while calling for their support.
If we develop the youth, it is the youth that will develop our community. So everything that it will take for us to develop the youth, we will ensure that it's in place.
Chairman APC in our council area, Samuel Balogun, assured that members of the Progressive Congress in Owo would deliver for Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa.
I'm saying it, we are going to solve even more than 70,000. I can be more there. The reason is not far-fetched. Now, with the number of registration in our local government, and with you, I don't need that. I don't hate that.
The chairman, APC Elders Council in Owo, Chief Akini Bola, emphasized on unity, calling on members to go back to their various wards and deliver massively for Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa.
By the grace of God, we will spend it with good health and will have better long life.
They emphasized on unity of purpose and wall-to-wall mobilization for Aiyedatiwa's victory in the governorship election scheduled for November.
Also, the APC Iyalojas in Ondo State have pledged their allegiance and support for Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa ahead the November governorship election. APC Iyaloja General in Ondo State, Chief Olufungi Adun, spoke during a courtesy visit by the group to the governor's office in Akure. Government House correspondent Zino Ebeme has details as presented from our studio.
The APC Iyalojas from the 18 council areas of Ondo State were at the governor's office to express their support for Aiyedatiwa's administration for his people-oriented projects he has embarked upon since he assumed office. The Iyaloja General of APC in Ondo State, Chief Olufungi Adun, expressed the group's readiness Aiyedatiwa for victory in the forthcoming poll.
Program APC.
Chief Adu said Governor Aiyedatiwa is the right man for the job due to his achievements in office so far.
Program APC
Responding, Governor Aiyedatiwa was represented by his deputy, Dr. Olayide Adelami, emphasized the importance of women groups and assured of government support.
Yes.
The deputy governor said Aiyedatiwa will continue to provide dividends of good governance to the people in the 18 local government areas of the state.
Poor personal and environmental hygiene are key causal factors of cholera outbreaks in Nigeria. With the recent spread of the epidemic in the country, over 1,500 infections have been recorded, exempting Ondo State. Joy Pius, in this special report, spotlights the importance of cleanliness to maintaining a cholera-free state. Her report.
In church twice, I think for 2 consecutive Sundays now, I had my pastor leading a prayer on cholera outbreak in Nigeria. I make sure whatever I'm making use of, I must make sure is covered.
Personally, I live in a hygienic environment. See, personally, I even as old as I sweep my environment, keep my environment, and encourage people who live very close to me to live in a good environment.
Those are residents of Akure speaking on their awareness of the cholera outbreak ravaging the country. The disease has always been a significant public health threat in many parts of the world, particularly in regions affected by natural disasters and inadequate infrastructure. The numbers of fatalities of the cholera outbreak are increasing daily, and the main cause of the outbreak has been linked to contaminated water and poor sanitation hygiene, made worse by the rainy season, which can spread the disease through flooding and unsafe water sources. Nigeria is currently experiencing cholera outbreak and ranks number 1 globally among countries with the highest number of people defecating in open places. How key is a clean environment to containing the spread of the disease? The Director for Disease Control and Immunization, Ondo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Victor Akinpelumi, signposts the essence of good personal hygiene and sanitation practices.
Cholera as a disease is a disease of dirty environment, and it's being caused by eating a contaminated food with virus called Vibrio cholerae, and it's not only by food, it's also by water and other juice or fruit. Anything that goes into the mouth that has already been contaminated with this virus will cause the disease cholera. Prevention is usually better than cure, and it's more cost effective than cure. And that is why we advocate that people should take all the preventive measures that are necessary to curb the contact with the disease.
To Dayo Ogedengbe, an environmental officer, residents of a state must prioritize hygienic practices to stay immune from the disease.
We are sensitizing people right from the market, from the street, to ensure that we live healthy, we live in an healthy environment. Consumption of food should be an healthy consumption. We should consume food that are prepared under strict supervision, and water as well. We move around the house, the streets, the market to ensure that at every point of productions, that whatever we are taking in form of water, in form of food, is healthy.
As of June 25, 2024, the National Center for Disease Control and Prevention (NCDC) has reported over 1,500 suspected cases of cholera and 53 deaths across 31 states in Nigeria since the beginning of the year, with warnings resonating to the general public to embrace all safety tips against the disease. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
And now to sports. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa said his administration would continue to prioritize sports in the scheme of things and also pay attention to the welfare of athletes. He made the remarks on the occasion to commemorate the 2024 Olympic Day held at Ondo State Sports Complex, Akure. Government House correspondent Zimo Ebeme was there, and his report is presented from our studio.
The Olympic Day Run in Ondo State, led by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, Olympians, sportsmen and women started from the Government House ground to Ondo State Sports Complex in Akure. Governor Aiyedatiwa, who was represented by his deputy, Dr. Olajide Adelami, said his administration has always maintained that sport is a good avenue for social interaction and integration amongst youths in the state and the country at large.
It is important to inform you that most of the youth who are taking sports as career in the state are on the payroll of the state government, while more than 600 athletes are on monthly allowances. The contract for the upgrading rehabilitation of Akure Township Stadium has been awarded by the state government to a reputable contractor to make the facilities meet international standard for the use of the sports-loving people of Ondo State.
They said the state would continue to embrace the objectives of the Olympic celebration, which among others was to promote national unity and grassroots sport development in the country.
I'd like to make it clear that our administration will continue to give necessary priority to sports in the scheme of things and improve on the welfare of our sportsmen and women. As we have repeatedly maintained, sport is a good means for social interaction and integration among the youth of this nation.
The Commissioner for Youth and Sport Development, Saka Yusuf Ogunleye, said the sustainability of the event was a clear indication that sport is a veritable instrument for the promotion of global peace.
Today, all the National Olympic Committee, LOC, and the 5 partners share the Olympic spirit with people of all ages and from all walks.
The representative of Nigeria Olympic Committee, Mr. Sylvester Ikojamoye, noted that sport keeps the mind and body strong as well as healthy.
The Olympic Games always do progress, bring people together in peace and solidarity. This is the beauty of the sport. It inspires us to move, it brings out the best in us.
Highlights of the event were a short display by the 3 Guinness World Record holders in rope skipping and presentation of certificates to the governor, his deputy, and others.
And with that, we'll conclude the news. Many thanks for watching. Good afternoon.